Hi, I'm Christina Johnson from the FIDM Museum, and I'm standing in the museum's Study Collection Storage, which is a hands-on teaching collection. I thought it would be fun to do an unboxing for you today and show you some highlights from the study collection, from head to toe. Well, we're going to be starting from the top with a selection of headwear from the 1960s. I'm not wearing gloves to handle these study collection objects. We don't require gloves for them. These pieces are taken into classrooms where they're handled by our students, and we just ask that they do wash their hands and treat things gently. We are not working chronologically today. This next hat is menswear dating to the mid-19th century. A typically shaped top hat of the mid-19th century, probably American. And you can see that we have a piece of twill tape around it. That is so we can affix the identifying label, the object label, to the twill tape instead of the fragile object. Let's look at some main body garments. This evening dress is from the 19-teens, and it's lots of diaphanous material. Do you see that it's actually strung with a piece of metallic thread here? This large piece of folded, brocaded silk is an Indian sari, and it would have been wrapped around a woman's body over other layers of clothing. It dates to the 1960s or 70s, and I think this edging treatment here is so interesting. A bright orange 1970s polyester leisure suit. This is an example of menswear. You can see the pants have a permanent crease here, and look at this pocket with the tab, but with the seams that arc down towards the bottom. Here is the bodice to a two-piece ensemble dating to about 1898, and you can see just how sheer the fabric is. The underlayers of clothing and skin would have shown through this. Lots of ribbon work also. Here is the matching skirt to that bodice, and I'm having to divide up these pieces because I'm working with a short table, but what's really interesting is that the bottom of the skirt here, it's kind of stiff. I can tell that it was starched to really give that ideal bell silhouette. A silk bodice from the mid-1860s with its wide sleeves and wonderful fringe here. This is pretty neat. So there's some damage to the buttons, but what's cool is that we can actually see the covered buttons are wood underneath. A satin skirt with machine embroidery, designed and made in China. I believe it dates to the late 20th century. Here is a crane with some botanicals, including wheat. A couture suit dating to 1962 in the collection. This is by Balenciaga. You can see the label is still here. This is from the estate of the author and screenwriter Anita Loos. Buying couture was an expensive endeavor, and most clients wanted to wear their Balenciaga suits over multiple seasons and years. Look at this detail. This is a faux front that snaps on, and we have two extra ones here. I removed some 20th century men's neckties from this tray. You can see a selection of bow ties here, and then longer ties spanning the 1920s to the 1940s. Let's not forget about undergarments. Here are two bras by Best Form, late 1930s. Here's that Best Form label, and a longer line bra. These are dead stock, meaning they were never sold from the store and they were not worn by people. I've removed some gloves from the box, a single glove, beaded, from the 1830s or 40s, a pair from the 1920s of leather with some silk embroidery, 1930s winter mitts, and a pair of 1950s travel gloves. The study collection holds a wonderful assortment of purses, so I think it's time to take a look at those. I pulled some pieces out of the box. These are 1920s beaded bags, some painted enamel, some embroidered with beads. Really great selection to be able to handle and learn from. Moving on down the body, a selection of machine knit stockings from the last quarter of the 19th century. I had a lot of fun looking through our stockings box just now, so I'm going to pull one more round for you. Two pairs of cotton stockings from the 1830s, and you can see that they have been stamped with ink and over embroidered. Here's a floral pattern, and I really like this pattern. It has the florals, but look at this cute guy right there. We have a lot of footwear to choose from for our head-to-toe study collection unboxing tour, and I'm just wondering which one I should pick for you today to unbox. We've made it to the end of head to toe, can you believe it? You're looking at some 19th and early 20th century boots. We do have the pairs, but I wanted to fit more designs on the table. And there we go.